Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga Chapter 1017. So we have Otama. We start off the chapter with Otama just basically turning over the gifters and is it the gifters and the waiters? Was it the pleasures and the waiters? Whatever two factions of the Beast Pirates that Otama has control of, she has turned them, and they are now working for the hero side, and they have started their hero's journey. I don't think that's what I wanted to say, but they have started to help out the hero side of things. And now we see Jack and we see Dogstorm. You know, they haven't started fighting yet, but there's a fight to happen there. And now it seems like Jack is now can you say he's fighting dirty? I mean, like, you know, like, this is war, so can you say he's fighting dirty? Like, basically he's just basically saying, like, yo, this ain't gonna be one-on-one. I've got boys here that can help me. I would gladly take the help. So it may be a thing where Dogstorm has a bit of trouble. Maybe Neko shouldn't have left him, but that's what's going on right there. So we set up Queen versus Sanji, and now this is where we find out that Queen is actually a cyborg, and he was part of the research facility that was under the Vinsmoke family that we're hearing about for the first time, and it was called Mads. So I feel like there's stuff there that we need to learn that will probably come during their fight, but their fight is set up, and I don't think it will be the next fight to be shown to us, but it's something that will come down the line. Yeah, we'll probably save this fight to last because, you know, heavy hitter, you know, Queen being the number 2 commander, so we'll probably get rid of the lesser fights first before we see this fight. But the thing that happened after that, it kind of bugs me, because we have Chopper. As we know, Zoro's left in the care of Chopper, and now Chopper's with the other doctors from Zao, the mink doctors from Zao, and basically they've got this medicine, yeah. And now, granted, the medicine does come with a drawback, that's fine, and we have seen things like that, like this, in the past, which is fine. And what I mean by this is when Luffy was in Impel Down, and we had Iver-chan from the Revolutionary Army heal Luffy, but obviously it came with a drawback. And now this medicine that they're offering Zoro has a drawback, fair enough, but I feel like it's a bit of a reach. I feel because Zoro has broken bones, yeah, and I was thinking Chopper can't instantly heal broken bones, so this thing has come out of nowhere, and I feel like it's a bit of a reach where we could have just had Marco heal Zoro, and that's the role he plays for the most part within this fight. I would have preferred to have Marco heal Zoro and he be out of commission for the rest of the thing, and like he couldn't fight nobody big major, and he could just help deal with fodder and stuff, rather than have this magical drug that seems to have come out of nowhere and it heals Zoro, and yeah, there will be drawbacks later on. I would have just preferred that. Let's just leave it at that, yeah. So we then have the setup for Who's Who versus Jinbe. I think this will be the very next fight to be shown to us. But it was during this fight where we learned that Who's Who knows the Rikishi styles. At least that's what I think this translation means, where it says the 6 powers. We find out there's the Rikishi styles, and we find out a little bit more about Who's Who. So I reckon we're going to go into a Who's Who flashback. Not something I really want. I don't really care about his backstory. I just want the fights right now. We've had Odin flashback, and we had all the build up, and I just want fights right now at this moment. No flashbacks right now. Give me a clean, and when I say a clean, I mean like a full fight where we're not hopping all over the place. Give me 1 or 2 of those, and then we can start to go back to flashbacks if need. And for important characters, who's not important. But anyway, with Who's Who, we find out that he knows the Rikishi styles. I think what this translation seems a bit off to me this week. What I think this translation is trying to say is that we find out that Who's Who was also in Imper Down. He knew Jinbi, but Jinbi didn't know him. And there's a bit in the chapter where Who's Who says, at one point he was known to have just as much potential as Rob Lucci. And now when I saw that, I was like, so what? Because currently, yeah, we don't know how strong Rob Lucci is. All we can compare him is to pre-time skip. And now, pre-time skip, he was good back then. That was a good place to be back then. But, we've gone way far ahead of that. So because we don't know a good estimation of where Rob Lucci stands now, that statement from Who's Who I don't really care. It doesn't really bolster it doesn't really bolster Who's Who in any way. But what did catch me off guard is that Who's Who seems to have links to the Gum Gum fruit. And we're talking about an event that happened 12 years ago, and this is probably the only reason why I'm interested in the Who's Who's flashback, because it's going to involve possibly how Shanks got his hands on the Gum Gum no meat. That's the only reason why I'm looking forward to the flashback involving that. So that's everything I want to say about this chapter. Gonna give it a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.